This morning we were all caught off guard. We had gone out during our morning live to, check on our babies, bottle feed, Sweet Caroline, feed the horses. And when I came back up to go ahead and check on my gladiators, which are our young heifers, remember, a heifer is a cow who's never been bred, never had a baby. Guess what? Well, you can see for yourself that we have ourselves a brand new baby here. It's a girl. I'm happy to announce that it is a girl. She was born this morning. Today is Thursday. I don't know the day. Actually, it's September the 11th. My friends, today is September the 11th, so if that can help you at all with thinking about a name. But we have a beautiful baby girl, appears to be very healthy. The mom's name is Trinity, and the dad is Tex. And we have a very healthy baby girl. We would love to have some name suggestions, keeping a couple of things in mind. Trinity is the mom, Tex is the dad, and today, the birthday of this little sweet girl is September the 11th. So, for anyone who's not really been in the loop, let me tell you about how important today is for us. We're going to bring up 4 of our cows, 2 of our young bulls, and then 2 of our moms who've given birth, but with dyscosia birth, so they've had difficulties in delivery, labor and delivery. And the results we get back from these blood tests are going to mean everything for us. Let me explain to you why. Now, even though we have not seen any sign of disease or sickness in any of our cows, there is something called BVD. You can look it up and read about it yourself if you choose to. Once your herd becomes exposed to this BVD virus, it'll pretty much spread to all of them, and they become carriers. Now, even though you don't always see the ill effects of the BVD, sometimes it'll show itself in dyscosia births. Now, I think it's important to note that we've been doing this for a very long time, and we have never, and I say again, we've never had complicated births. And then this year we've had 3. 1 miscarriage and 2 dyscosia births that we've had to intervene with. We lost 1 baby and we were able to save the other. But nonetheless, we're wondering what could be going wrong. What happened this year that has never happened in the past? And so you have to take that deep look on the inside, and using your vet and using resources, well, there's just one thing that keeps popping up: BVD. So what we're doing today is we're going to have 2 of the moms that had complicated deliveries. We're going to have them tested. Now, the baby that passed, we already had that baby tested, and it tested negative for BVD. And that's a good sign. But we're going to go ahead and have the moms tested, and we'll go ahead and test our little bulls, the 2 young bulls here in the front pasture. And if in fact we do get test results that show that our cows have in fact been exposed and are carriers of BVD, we can only assume that all of our cows have it. So what we're not going to do is run every bull and every one of our cows, bring up all of our calves, all of our yearlings, and blood test every one of them. We are not going to do that. We don't have to. Because like I said, if you have anyone in your herd who's a carrier, then more than likely they're all going to have it. So it's going to be real simple. We will blood test our bulls to make sure they do not have it. We'll have all of that filed and on paperwork, official paperwork, that we will take with us when we go make our sale here in the next couple of weeks. It'll also put our mind at ease and help the internet rest assured that our cows are fine. So once we get these blood results back, we'll be able to make a whole lot of decisions. If in fact there is BVD present and shows that our cows have been exposed to the virus, then we're going to go ahead and shut down all operations. We're going to completely shut down all of our operations, meaning that we will not continue to post and publish our bulls for sale. We'll instead have to figure out a way to go get them castrated, and they'll all just have forever homes here. We will take our herd bulls and we will be doing no more breeding. They will also be castrated. And so whichever calves are born to us this year, and the cows that we have now, will become our forever herd. It will never grow, but the cows will live and die here alongside me. Now you're probably saying, Lester, why would you do that? If you have someone test, positive for BVD, why not just go ahead and get rid of those cows, the ones that are positive, and continue on with those that are not? And this is the part that you're not going to understand, because you don't really know me. Guys, if you continue to do your own research, you'll find out that there's only one thing to do with a cow who's tested positive for BVD. Only one thing. It has to be culled from the herd, and it has to be processed. There's nothing else you can do. You cannot sell it at the auction and hope it goes to another herd, because all it would do would infect that new herd. We're not going to sell our cows off to be processed. We are not going to gather any of our cows and sell them off to be processed. We're not going to see our cow hide turned into purses and belts and boots and other leather products. We're not going to see our beautiful horns be turned into some ornament on some rancher's wall. No, we're going to just go ahead and have ourselves about 40 pasture pets who we're going to love for the remainder of their days. I'm also not going to run every one of our cows, calves, bulls into the squeeze chute and blood test them all, and then try to divide the herd, send some to this property, some to a different property, and keep some here. We're not going to do that either. This was my dream, and this is my dream. I'm living my dream. And even though I was kind of shooting for a little bit higher star with the brand and all of those wonderful things, I said it before, I'm already living my dream. I've already reached the star, and I'm completely content with what I have right now and where I'm at with all of this. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and we'll say our prayers that our cows do test negative. We'll go ahead and send these 2 bulls off in a couple of weeks, and the buyer can rest assured that she's not bringing in anything that's going to infect their herds, and our brand will continue to grow. But if not, then we'll completely figure out a new course. But I give you my word that the course of action is not going to be load all these babies up and send them off to be processed. You're not going to sit there and argue with me about, Lester, think how many hungry mouths you could feed if you donated. No. Sorry about the hungry mouths, but these babies stay here. I know it's difficult to talk about. You don't want to think about it either. But it's a moral compass that you have to learn to live by. And even though there's no state laws or there's no county laws that require this particular testing, we're doing it because we want to be certain that what happened to these 3 moms this year was simply a miscalculation on allowing too big of a bull that produces babies with too big of a birth weight to mate with cows that were first-time moms and smaller in stature. So fingers crossed it all works out well today. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for having a listening ear and being able to actually understand what I'm trying to say to you. Here comes our vets now. Thank y'all for watching. We love you so much. Blessed to have you. And we will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.